the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
The pub.
健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。人類に栄光あれ。
人類栄光あれ。
Jeberskier, Hoorngeerskier, Bort, Bort, Bort.
We can always build more killbots.
Morning! Or good afternoon. Oh, hang on, I'm taking a photograph. There we go. How's everybody doing? Yeah, when you get that set, that'd be cool. What's the delivery time for all that? There we go.
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper.
Hey, it's Atari as well. Good afternoon,
God's
good
favourite
afternoon,
princess and the most
Empress.
interesting girl in the world.
Good afternoon, Empress. The queen and goddess of everything, everywhere. It's odd they went for a 0.28 instead of a 3. Nah, there'll be a reason. A 3 is probably a little bit too close to a 0.4. Remember, like, airbrushes are for airbrush artists. Like, airbrushing minis is not what they're for. Like, they've not been designed for airbrushing minis. Like, to airbrush a mini, you can use like a doesn't really matter what kind of nozzle you use, because whatever you're doing, small size wise, is not it's not difficult. Like, airbrushes are designed for airbrush artists who do like canvas paintings and have to do like tiny bits of wisps of hair and things. Yay!
All hail and Huggle-Tari II, High Empress of all the stuff, Goddess of creation, Ruler of all the castles in the universe, Painter extraordinaire, Super duper extra nice person, and Artillery Tari for Trench Crusade. Fuck.
So,
Moo. Tongue.
So the needle size is going to be more determined by artists. An artist will have, I mean, I'm not saying that we're not artists, but like canvas artists, people who paint like skulls and portraits and things. So that the needle size there is going to be more of a conversation with those kind of people than us, because we can paint. Doesn't really matter. Like, we never really need to go down to a 0.2. We never really need to go down to a 0.3. So the Eclipse is a 0.35. The detail you can get with a 0.35 on a model is absolutely fine. Whereas like portrait artists and things, they will have, like, maybe the 0.2 on the Harder and Steenbeck was just kind of like a step too far of pointlessness kind of thing. So it's probably just kind of shifted just a little bit, and they were like, well, actually a 0.28 still has the level of detail that we want, but it doesn't have the clogging properties, or doesn't have the issues that we were finding with a 0.2. So if we go to a 0.28, then that'll probably be, like, it's that kind of thing. Is calling me out right now. I'm not calling you out. Why am I calling you out? Soul of the Airbrush were very disappointed in harder in sleep. That's awful customer service. I haven't received a message. It's shipped from Germany yet, despite me paying for expedited shipping. I hope it arrives soon. I wouldn't imagine it would take long. Because I'm here saying I need to get the 0.2 for the detail work. No, that's because that's
Probability
that's
factor
because
of 1 to 1. We have normality. I repeat, we have normality.
Hey,
Anything
teeny
you still
tiny.
can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
A 0.2 for mini painting is so small. Honestly, you will clog it. It will clog so quickly with the paint that we use. Like, this acrylic paint is not designed to go through a 0.2 needle, so you will be better off with a 0.28 as well. Sensors are busted. This can't be normal. Why are the sensors busted? You need to try. You need to try the 0. You need to try your Eclipse. Just paint something with your Eclipse. I can do nothing with a 0.4 unless you have major skill issues like Hannah. Hannah has all the skill Hannah has all the skill in the world. I've seen your painting. What do you think? What do you think of Corax's new hair? What do you think of Corax's new hair? I tried to get it like a little bit. I tried to kind of like fold it over a little bit. I have used the Eclipse on the Blood Angels. Nice. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be. I'm sure it'll land. I'm sure it'll land before Christmas as well. So you'll be able to kind of get everything done on during Christmas. Have you got stuff? Have you got stuff to do on your Dreadnought? No, because you've done the Dreadnought, haven't you? What have you got to do? You think it's a skill issue. I'm not sure where my airbrush even is. I can manage pretty well with a 0.35 Eclipse. Just thin the paint more and reduce air pressure so that you can spray closer. Yeah, like it's a balancing act of pressure, paint thinning, like how close you are and everything. And so yeah, it's like I say, I've highlighted a just to kind of show what an airbrush can do. I've highlighted a finger. I highlighted a finger on a what's the big chunky ones? Aggressor. I highlighted the finger on an Aggressor Power Fist with the Eclipse. 10 stern guard. Oh, this is what you need to do. 10 stern guard, 10 incursors, 2 storm speeders, 6 suppressors, a second dreadnought, and a bunch more. I'm going to use a holiday to get as much done as for my game on the 27th. Tell you what, Hannah. Tell you what you could do. You could get the storm speeders and the dreadnought and the suppressors, and just try the Eclipse. Just try the Eclipse. I'll just switch to the 0.4. Yeah, I mean the 0.4 will also be fine. Just turn the pressure down so you can get a little bit closer. Because the spray that's coming out, of a 0.4 is like, if the spray that's coming out of a 0.4 like that. Oh, I'm really sorry. If the spray is coming out of a 0.4 like that, and a 0.2 like that, well, if you get closer with the 0.4, then the spray cone is the same size. So to do that, you just drop the pressure a little bit, thin the paint a little bit more, and you'll be okay. Oh dear, I need to go and blow my nose now. I hate it when I sneeze. As soon as I sneeze, my nose just wants to run forever. I hate it. Anyway, there's Corax's new hair. Like Tari, Empress Tari's new clothes. So that's Corax's new hair. I based it on the artwork. You're already a centimetre away with a 0.2. Oh, I mean, a centimetre is fine then. A centimetre is fine with a 0.4. You'll be absolutely fine. Or contrast medium. Wait, what? What's the contrast medium? What's the contrast medium for? I like it. I like it decal wise. What are you talking about, Troy? I've missed a conversation there, Troy. The Eclipse you use for non-detail work. Oh no, poor Eclipse, poor Eclipse. Yeah, look at that video that I linked, Hannah. There we go. Yeah, look at that video. And just fast forward to the end. Just fast forward to like the last third, where he's painting with them both. Yeah, so that's one of the artists that I follow for airbrush, like tips and usage. Not really tips, but like technique and usage and things. Seeing Corax is just making me want Kers. I'm absolutely gutted, you know, Tari. I'm gonna have to buy a new Kers because I can't find mine. I don't know where he is. I started cutting him up. To repose him, and I don't know where he's gone because I'm a bit more confident. Reposing things now. What with all the Space Marines I've done for the Heresy. And I was gonna get Kers out a while ago, and then I was looking for him again a couple of days ago because I really want to do Night Lords next year because I've got loads of these, loads of the Raven Guard in like a pretty good spot now, so I wanted to start like the Night Lords next year and start with the Terminators and things. Did you cut his head off? Also, I found ground lamb in the States. Oh wow! Yay! Maybe I should treat myself. I get some Christmas money. Yes, definitely. I didn't cut his head off. No, I just haven't put his head on yet. I will probably do the same thing as I've done for this one and use a Space Marine head for him. If I can find this, if I can find another version of this head, another one of this head, because this head is really good because it's thin and it's got a really pointy, angular nose. So that would be a really good Kers head as well. Did you cut his head off? Get it. Also, no Shep's pie this morning because I seem to have lost my casserole dishes, but luckily Amazon is delivering one overnight. Fantastic. A thinner for contrast type paints. Games Workshop. Yeah, if you're thinning contrast paint through an airbrush, you're not applying contrast paint how contrast paint is, in inverted commas, designed to be applied, i.e. with a brush so that it can kind of settle. So you're using contrast paint as a bit more of a filter, therefore thinning contrast paint through an airbrush, I just use airbrush thinner. Forget Christian doesn't know his lore, that was wasted on him. Kers losing his head from the assassin cutting his head off. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go blow my nose because it's horribly like runny and I'm sniffy. 2 secs. Oh, Maurice! Thank you for the sub, dude. How are you doing? There we go. That's better. Still sniffly though. Why am I still sniffly? Fuck's sake. Right. Yeah. If we look at, hang on. One, two. What, 2 seconds? Yeah, I'm back now. It's fine. Right. Yes, so we've got Corax there. I need to put some music on before I get shouted at, don't I? So we've got Corax there, who I probably need to put some wisps on or something, but I'm going to do that after. So I tried to keep it smooth with a little bit of texture on there. And I also put a bit of a parting on it because I based it on a piece of artwork, on the artwork of Corax, like charging forward. And you had like a little bit of a side parting, and then it was wisped around. So I've done that, and then I also kind of tried to curl this bit over, so it's kind of going back on itself, and you got that bit of a crease in there, which is quite cool. So I don't think it's too bad. I think it's pretty good. Quite pleased with that. And then I did all of these. So these now all have their bases done. I do have to remove the dust on the sides, which I will have to do at some point. I haven't got any. Oh, this is really annoying now. So and then they've all had a second coat of glue as well. So that hopefully the concrete stays on a bit better. But yeah, I think they look pretty good. Like that one looks really cool. Got the rocks sticking out. Same with this one here as well. Look, he's got like the rocks sticking out of the things. I've probably got a little bit more. I can fill in a bit more with the concrete. But I think they look pretty good. What do you reckon? What you reckon? There's that one. Rah. So yeah, we need to go and do all the battle damage and the details and things now. I did a little bit on that one, just to increase the height between these two, between the tiles and the rock, because I want that a little bit flatter. So I just put a bit on there, and then I can kind of glue on top of it. So that should be quite cool. He looks quite good. I do rather like him. I think he's quite cool. He's looking good. The little Moritat. I can buy something at 11 and they'll deliver it at 4. Oh, that's nice. Right, let's get some music on. Shall we do a... Is my mic working and am I talking to you? Yeah. Shall we do Eve or shall we do Armored Core today? There we go. Cricket was good as well. Cricket was good last night as well, so that was quite fun. Right, now I do have his backpack. I do have his backpack to do, which I don't know whether to glue on or whether to build as a sub-assembly. Try not to drop this guy because these are really fragile, I would imagine. Where's the other backpack bit? Hey, popsicles!
Now that the music is on, it's potatoes time. Playful face emoji.
It's potatoes, potatoes, potatoes today. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes today. Potatoes. Oh, there we go. There's his original head. So which do we think? Rather than having noodle hair, I think it's better. It's somehow a better kind of scale and proportion as well. So that needs to go. That goes in there. I think that goes in there. That goes in there like that, and then that sits on the top like that. Is that right? I think that's right. And then it's like a triple engined jump pack. His original head is a tad bigger. It is, and it looks worse. That looks actually much more in scale. So yeah, I definitely prefer it. Definitely prefer it. The kind of stupid spaghetti hair, noodle hair that he's got. I do need to add a little bit of wisp to it. So I'll probably add. I'm going to roll some really tiny strands and just kind of blend them in a little bit so that I've got some. Because I want some kind of hanging, falling over the top of the. Falling over the top of the. What the fuck? Shoulder pad. Hey Manaringo, how are you? How are you? How is Manaringo? How is Manaringo? So we have Leo and oh, I thought that was Poe. Leo and Tato. Not too bad. Kind of freaking out about exam prep. Have you got an exam? Wow. The anime noodle hair ain't it. We're working on Emo Boy today. Well, I've only just resculpted his hair, so the hair is probably definitely still drying. And then I also want to add a few strands kind of coming off it. See if I can put some strands coming off it a little bit more. Oh, hi Leo. When's your exam? When is your exam? Oh, let's look at what. So we got neophytes. What's that box? Don't know what that box is. What's that box? That's weapons. And then we've got a Gargamel hiding away. I have two that I want to do soon-ish. Just spent several days prepping for Data Foundations one, but I can't book it because of an error. Oh no! So I'm having to pivot to the other exam. Is that can't book it? Just like no, we're not. We can't take bookings at the moment. That means you can prep for longer for that one. Hi, Tato. Little did I know my void had voided his bladder all over my bed. Oh no! Hi, Tato. Let's fuck up on their system. It's a 55,000 character URL I was talking about the other day. Oh. pretty happy with the colour choices. Look at my Archon. Look at my Archon! You're all very demanding today, guys. You're all very demanding today. Stream lives. Look at my Archon! It's very cool. I'm always demanding. Yeah, that's true, Sinister. You are always demanding. I like the colours. I like the colours. I've already put my little heart on that. I think that's cool as hell. It's cool. Yeah, the slightly kind of deep purple and then the magenta goes really well with the turquoise. I like it. That's turning out really nicely as well, the Soul Trap. Puddin is having very demanding face. Anybody got anything else they want to throw up? Just wait until the yellow glow non-metallic hits. Yellow gold non-metallic. Nice. Gonna look good. Going full synthwave. Okay, so this slots in there, and then with that slotted in there, that needs to go on there. So we need to glue that on there, and then this needs to go on there like that. So I think that's definitely a sub-assemble thing. So let's clean this up as much as we can. Sub-assemble this, and then we'll have Corax. Oh no, we won't have Corax all ready to go, will we? Because I want to do that stupid whip. I want to give him a whip, don't I? Rather than... I want to give him a whip rather than his pistol. So I want to give him a whip in his hand or something. Where's his hand? Is the hand in the other? I think the hand is in the bits box. There's my lust hunter as well. She needs her arrow, her bow putting on one of these arms at the front, or this one. Anyway, she needs a bow somehow constructed on one of these arms. That's my hunter of the left-handed path. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. God damn it! So I need to A, find a hand, and if I do find a hand, match it on this side, because otherwise the scale is going to be wrong between the two hands, or somehow use the one that is holding the pistol, because he's holding a pistol in here and I want him to have a whip, so I can kind of curl the whip around him, because I think that would have some really, really cool movement to it. Being able to commit to painting during work hours has definitely helped me improve my results a lot over the past year. Definitely, dude. I've got nothing painted recently. Looking forward to getting some time off. Oh, Christmas time, painting now. La 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 la, lots of painting for everybody. Celebrate. Christmas time is painting time. Things. It's such an old sculpt. Like, look at all this. It's like all there's no oh, look at this. Using a soft brass wire armature for the whip is a great way to sculpt it from scratch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some wire and twist it so it'll be like a woven wire, and then I can kind of pose it like copper wire, really thin copper wire. There we go. I got my Dark Angel helmets. I got my Dark Angel helmets out yesterday. Look how cool they look. It's a slight disconnect because you've got all this nice rounded armour and then a really angular head. But it's not too bad. And it will look even better once I get the Mark IIs. Bobble-eye Bill. That'll do it. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to get some electrical wire and twist it. I've got loads of the stuff. Yeah. So I definitely need Mark IIs. I think these will probably be okay to kind of like scatter in with the Night Lords. This armor, but I don't know whether I want all of it. Because like the Raven Guard is lots of like basic infantry like this, whereas the Night Lords and the Dark Angels are lots of elite troops like the well, for the Dark Angels in particular, you've got the Companions, you've got the Terminators, you've got the Interremptor thingy jiggy doggy doodah things. So you've got all of those different units, and then you just like throw in a few. Like you probably only need one box of Mark IIs for the Dark Angels, and I'd probably only need 2 boxes of Mark IIs for the Night Lords. And then kind of scatter these ones in there as well. Maybe even 1 box of stuff for the Night Lords. But yeah, I do like the Dark Angel heads are awesome, aren't they? They're really cool. They're really cool. You did post in the gallery. Oh, what did you post? Moonstone shades risen on the left and spirits on the right. Sorry, foe. The potato picks. Don't call me foe. I'm not your foe. I'm a friend. Ooh, hey, they look really good. They look really cool, perps. I like them. Lots of cool detail. The sharpness suits the shoulder pads. Yes, it does. The sharpness on the helmet suits the shoulder pads, but you've got the kind of really kind of soft, curvy things of the rest of the armor, which is rather interesting. I just think the Mark IIs will look cooler because the Mark IIs are more this sort of segregated armor. But yeah, like the Dark Angels, I kind of want to do predominantly 1 mark. The Raven Guard, I definitely want to do predominantly 1 mark. They are all Mark 6 until I get the reconnaissance squads. Whereas the Night Lords, I'm quite happy to kind of like mix in everything. Mark II is my favourite 30k armour. Nice. I think Mark IV's mine. I think I really like the Mark IV. Maybe the Mark V. I don't know. I don't think there's that much difference between the two from memory. But yeah, I like the Mark IV. Although to be fair, the Mark VI is pretty badass. I really do like the Mark VI. So yeah, there is the constant Mark 6, and then of course I also have. I've got to start sculpting some cloaks because we've got all my more death in here. So I've converted all these ones. All these ones are my more death in, which I've converted and sculpted and done all the webbing and everything for. So these ones are all ready to go. So I need to start sculpting the cloaks for the more death in, and then they'll be really good. They'll look really cool. So I've got 10 more death in, all kind of reposed, apart from a couple. Like that one's not reposed. That one's reposed. Look, so he's got a higher foot. The leg is up a little bit more. That one's not reposed, but he is on a rock. And the more death in are the Raven Guard snipers. That one is kneeling down on a rock look, which looks really cool. So he'll be quite good to play around with. He's quite cool. And then that one is not reposed at all. He's walking, which is fine. That one has lifted his leg up here, so he's been reposed there, look. So yeah, I'm just really comfortable reposing things and just kind of doing the webbing now. I mean, that webbing is not great, but you can hide that just by putting a holster. Oh no, I'll put the pistol over there. So he's gonna have to have. Well, I mean, he can have the cloak coming around this side, covering up all this bit. And then there's 3. Is there 3 that I haven't done any reposing to? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 that I haven't done any reposing to, and then all the rest are redone. And I've got two kneeling down, so I can do 1 kneeling for each squad of 5. So they should look quite good. I quite like them. There's always been the Mark 6 of it all, so they'll be the more death in. The only thing with the more death in is I've got to convert the snipers, which is why I bought that brass rod. So I've got this brass rod. Where is it? There we go. Got this brass rod to make the snipers. So I can use, I'm going to use these bolters and then have some really cool, like, long barreled snipers on them, which should be quite cool. This is going to be, that's the bolter that I'm going to use for the reconnaissance squads. So that's the kind of like abrupt, shorter sniper rifle for the reconnaissance squads, and then the snipers, the more death in, are going to have longer sniper barrels, which should be quite cool. But I got some brass rod for that because I thought it would be a really fun little thing. And then I got is it that one? Is that the one that goes on the inside? Yeah, there we go. So you can make the barrel. So it'll be like, should look like that coming out of it. Anyway, that's the idea. We'll see how that transpires, and see if I can do some stuff with brass. I also got a larger one as well. But I think that one's a bit too big. I didn't quite know which size I was going to get, which was going to be good. So I got 2. Yeah, that's the more death in. That's the more death in squad ready to go as well. And then I need to, at some point in the future, I need to convert up the Dark Furies. So I need another box of Assault Marines so I can do the Dark Furies. In fact, I think I've got, have I got 5? I think I've got 5 left. I think I've got five Assault Marine bodies left, so I can do those. Oh, there are the that's the Dark Angels. That's that other squad of Dark Angels. So I've got those as well. Yeah, so I can do five Dark Furies because I've got five Assault Marines left. And then obviously I've got some. That's the Emperor's Children one, which I did. Anyway. Chat's gone very quiet, so I'm guessing you're bored with me rabbiting on about my Raven Guard. So let's clean up. Let's clean up and build this ready to.
Five Dark Furries. You go space pups now. A woo woof woof.
Dark furries? I didn't say dark furries. I said dark furies. Furious. Furious, angry Raven Guard assault people with big claws. Dark furries. No, I kind of get. It's weird the Space Wolf stuff, because I love Scandinavia and I love Sweden and Norway and all that side of Scandinavia, but I just.
You said furries.
Definitely said furies. Dark furies. Definitely said furies. Don't you go misquoting me now, Olivia. So yeah, I do like the Space Wolves, and I feel like I should like the Space Wolves more, but I think it's probably the beards which are just a little bit of a disconnect for me.
I love Norse mythology and stuff, and I definitely despise the space pups.
Furries, you say? Peaks up in Space Wolf. Oh my god, you think I said furries as well? I definitely said furies. Definitely said furies. Dark furies. I'm not doing Space Wolves. The only Space Wolf I was doing, I've kind of turned into a Raven Guard, because I was going to do a Space Wolf that was on the is it the Path of Morokai? Who said furries? Oh my god. Morokai, not Morokai. Morokai, there we go. How you doing, Napster?
We all heard you, Christopher. It was a very revealing slip of the tongue. You furry space pups lover.
No. No. And I've dropped the engine now. Got it. I definitely said furies. Dark furies. Furious. Furies. Furies. Fury. Dark Dark Furies. Definitely said Furies. So I've got the last bit of shepherd's pie tonight, and I'm going to do some sausages to go with it because it's not quite enough for an entire meal. So I'm going to do some sausages with it and have sausages, and shepherd's pie. Sausages and shepherd's pie, which I think will be rather nice. So that'll be good. Welcome to the club. Ooh, Space Wolves. Yep, it kind of burped yesterday, but it was all perfectly fine, Napster. Thank goodness I very much dislike Java. Oh, Napster, were you sorting out my bot? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Napster. I did not know you were a ghost host Java god. Bangers and mash. No, shepherd's pie and bangers. Shepherd's pie and bangers. Hey, Olivia.
Not sure which I despise the most. Space pups or dark assholes angels. Probably both because I'm so fucking jealous of both their ranges.
You're really jealous. I mean, Olivia, that's only because you, for some reason, absolutely adore Blood Angels and you want Blood Angels to have all the best models ever. When they're not allowed to. They can't. They're not allowed to have all the best models ever. Because Dark Angels exist. That's an entirely fair reason to hate pubs. Slight issues migrating to a new server, but should be all good now. Sweet Caroline. Bum bum bum. Thanks very much, Napster. Yeah, it's all good here. I'm very, very laid back about the bot. Pups do have the best range. As always with Olivia on this. Tari is always with Olivia. Tari is always with Olivia. Olivia, is this your secret cunning plan for even more global domination? Okay. So that can go, that goes in there, like that. We need to clean up a little bit in there. Yeah, like, I really want them to get round to redoing some of these older sculpts. Because Corax could look absolutely amazing. As would Kurs. Kurs would look phenomenal. Kurs would be. It would be really cool to see a new Kurs. Do you think? Here's the question. Do you think they'll ever go plastic with patriarchs, with the Primarchs? Games Workshop will never stop favouring Dark Angels because they are beloved by a very niche group of fans, those with low IQs. Hey, Hannah, at least I can use my airbrush. Ba-dum-ts. Too soon. Too soon. Wait, what? There are some nice schemes for the pup successor chapters. There are some. Oof. I'm gonna duck. I'm gonna duck now. I'm gonna duck. I'm gonna run away because Hannah terrifies me. I'm gonna get beaten up. Alright, so that needs to drop into there. It still needs cleaning up a little bit. No, I like my obviously joking. I don't need to say that I'm joking. Because Hannah's talented as shit. Talented as fuck. Words hurt, Christopher. Hannah can probably beat me up too. The Dusk Howlers don't look half bad. The Dusk Howlers. Which one are that? There's one that I really like. Oh, the Abyss Stalkers. The Night Wolves. Stone Bears is just dumb. Kraken Sons. Maws of Fenris. Maws of Fenris are pretty cool. The Blades of Morkai. There we go. They're the ones that you want. The Blades of Morkai. Blades of Morkai are awesome. The Abyss Stalkers look interesting. I couldn't even open new mason jars I bought as a paint cup. Oh no! I'm really looking forward to seeing more of your Imperial Fists happen though, Hannah, because they are looking incredible. Incredible right now. If anybody wants to support a little bit more, I do want to kind of have a conversation about YouTube video ideas. So I kind of have to just accept that. Anyway, yeah, if you want to, if there's any, don't worry, I don't fight back, so you'd still win. There we go. Let's just swap this quickly. Yeah, we got a sub goal. There's a sub goal up at the moment, so you can see we've got a sub goal. We're on 9 at the moment out of 25 for this week. So we want to see if we can hit 25 this week, which would be great. If you want to support me in other ways, you can grab something from my throne list. So !throne or throne. You can order some Warhammer using my affiliate links. So !element or !brush if you want to try some of these awesome Artis Opus brushes, which a fair few of you have been trying. Thank you very much for that. Or !griffin if you're in the UK. My defense strategy is I make friends with ex-military people. I have some Russian friends who I meet because I took care of them as strangers at a rave. Fantastic. Remember, law-accurate schemes are there to guide your choices, not dictate them. Yeah, we've had a massive conversation about Legion schemes and stuff, and how much you kind of get out of them, because that was one of my issues with my Dark Pharaons. It was not a nice scheme or chapter idea, because you just had to explain it all the time, and I don't really want to explain it. I want the models to look like what I was trying to do, and they really didn't. So, and then the Raven Guard, if you I don't kind of want to do too many deep cuts. I suppose if I did a YouTube series on it, maybe that would be a bit better, because I could just like say, hey, this is the idea that I've got, let's do it. Might be a bit more, I don't know. But yeah, you can, that's just me as opposed to how you guys enjoy your hobby. Fun is on a meter. You already my friend. Da, da, da. Still think Games Workshop should help encourage homebrew chapters. Did you see my idea for a video above? Oh no, I didn't. Where is it, Hannah? You could do a YouTube video about how to pre-shade Space Marines using a boba straw-sized airbrush needle. Okay. I'll see what I can do. 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 See what I can do. I see what I can do. I see what I can do. So I'm gonna do one about the, because this was brought up in stream yesterday. I'm gonna do one about the underslung missile launcher, because I think that's a nice, simple, quick video, which I can do. So I'll do an underslung missile launcher video. I don't know whether is the las cannon also shoulder mounted, or is the las cannon underslung as well? I can't remember. Where it's just you dipping a boba straw in paint and then blowing through the other end and pointing it at a Space Marine. I reckon I could do that. So yeah, that would be fun. That would be cool. Right, I'm going to leave these loose, so I can position them after it's on Corax, but I think that then goes on there like that. That fits on there like that then, doesn't it? I don't know why it's obstructing the intake. Why is it then obstructing the intake? It's very weird. So yeah, I don't know whether my painting videos are particularly good, but I do kind of like my converty videos, so I might do more converty videos with like a little bit of a painting montage at the end to show the finished model, something like that maybe. Although somebody did say yesterday that they really like the shoulder pads, so maybe I could do like a that's how I do the shoulder pads video. I don't know, just I kind of I want to do more videos, but they just take they obviously take a long time, and when you're streaming as well, and I need to stream because I can't make income just off YouTube just yet, so I'm going to do some small video plans, and yes, Tari, I definitely still need to do that pigment powder video which I've been promising for about a year. Good videos take a long time. I said I like the shoulder pads and would love to see a video on it. Yay! I will do my best. Okay, so that goes on there. That just sits on there. Right, let's just check all this kind of goes together. So that goes on there. It's got loads of play. And then that goes... Cult of Taint. The Cult of Taint. Sending that to Henry. That's really funny. Where's Henry? Henry.
You want to check potatoes pics, Christopher? You'll like what you see.
There we go. Hello, it's Henry here. Yay! Hi, Leo. How you doing, Leo? Should do exclamation mark potatoes in chat. Of course, you casually have conversation with Henry. Of course, I do. Brilliant. The Cult of Taint. Hello, it's Henry here. Does it work with Chris? Hello, it's Chris here. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work as well, does it? Hello, it's Chris here. Right, so that goes on there. Hello, it's Chris here. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. I just got an email from UPS. Prussian should be on the 23rd. Nice! Fantastic. Christmas Prussians. I think I will include. I'll include some of the Court of the Seven. And maybe that new gross. What's the new one that we had? The whiskey grabbed for us. I might put some of those on the plates when I do the Battlefleet Gothic models. Right, so now that can go on there, and then we can just try to get it positioned correctly, like that. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's going to be so good. He's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. You want the Prussians? Hunger. Yeah, that's it, the Hunger ones. Uh, 10 Necron zombie warriors done, all but the pink grass to go. And it added 5 heavy short weapon warriors to go. Nice. The Hunger ones are so disgusting. I quite like some of them. Yeah, I definitely want to print. I definitely want to print one to paint up. Definitely want to print one to paint up. But we are going to do some Battlefleet Gothic as well, which would be quite cool. Okay, so that's that guy. So we've got. Do I need to glue his hand in? The question is, if I glue his hand in, I'm committing to those hands. So then, if I have to change this hand, I can't. However, oh, and he's also got the massive wings as well. So that's the gun hand, which I suppose you could just take the gun off, because it's no different from this side. It's not really any different from that side. It's just you can see the finger wrapped around the trigger on this side. So that should really... That should really be... Should be able to make that into a whip, really, shouldn't you? And then the only other thing is that I don't know whether I wanted to add that to the... It's just slightly bent as well. Add this to the other side, but I haven't got. I don't think he has two holsters. I don't think that hand is a million miles away. So let's glue the other hand in. You can always change the hands. Violence exists for a reason. Surprises me he has guns. Yeah, he's got two pistols. I can't remember what they're called. The pistols have a name. Yeah, Troy, we had a vote yesterday. We had a vote yesterday on stream yesterday on what Battlefleet Gothic faction I paint up first in the new year, and Eldar won, so we're going to do Eldar in the new year. So that's that hand there. That hand goes in there like that, and then this hand can go in there like that, and then we can cut the gun off and put this whip. So I want it kind of coming up and out here, round, and then curling up here. So I want it kind of coming across somewhere, or maybe we can go that way around the back. Oh no, because we've got his wings. Peace and quiet, is that what they are? Fantastic. They're not written on the guns, are they? Are we all happy with the whip idea? No idea, but it'd be funny. That would be funny. They're called silent. Is it called silence? I think it's called silence and something. Somebody Google it. Isn't it silence and no, I can't think what the other one is called. Where's Avian A when you need him? Silence and delirium, that would be funny. Wrath and Justice, there we go. Should be called Silence and Delirium. In fact, I'm going to make a chapter. I'm going to make a captain with two pistols called Silence and Delirium. Did someone say Armoured Core as I've played the... Did someone say Armoured Core? Since the original one was not a fan. Only one not a fan was 5 hanging to get 6 fixing the old Xbox for 4 as no app to play the old game on the new console, otherwise I paint. I really like Armoured Core. I played the original Armoured Core back in my teens, and then I got Armoured Core 6, which we played on stream a little bit. And I have the soundtrack. I got the digital version with the soundtrack, so I've got the soundtrack for streaming purposes. Yeah, that definitely needs to come off, doesn't it? That definitely needs to come off. So we definitely need to very carefully remove that gun so that we can put a whip in his hand. Wrath and Justice. Good old God hands, you can't beat them, can you? You cannot beat them. Okay, so that there, and then if we can just very, very carefully just remove small parts of this resin. Whoever got you the God hands must be really pretty and not complain too much. Yeah, she is incredibly pretty. She's very pretty, very clever, doesn't complain at all. Gets like the coolest presents, and paints like a fucking goddess. No, it was me who got them for you. I know, really pretty, very clever, and paints like a goddess. Oh, and gets the best presents. I said that as well, didn't I? Get the bonus hidden weapon or equipment if in most have them the older edition. Check the walkthrough. Yeah, I haven't played Armored Core for a while. I probably won't be. But yes, I do like it. I've got some of the Armored Core Gunplers. Yeah, Sexy Science Hannah gets the best presents. She's super cool. Okay, so that is for the whip. That is for the whip handle and the whip hand. So if we put that hand in there like that, then we can have the whip coming out of the top of it, curling around there like that, coming down here, up, and then up and around here somewhere, which should look really cool. I get pretty damn good presents for myself too. The only one getting me good presents are myself. No, you guys get me very good presents. You guys are very cool. I get some very cool presents from you all. Right, so now I'm gonna have to drill into there to open up that hand, so that we can put the because it needs to be some sort of hilt kind of thing, and then we can put like a this is the Escher one. So it needs we could put like a little bit of a tassel underneath it. It's a bit too small just to put that on, I think. I don't think that's appropriate, but we can definitely put a whip in there. What is everybody getting themselves for Christmas? What little treats are you grabbing yourselves? Nothing really, although I did ask for the new Blood Bowl. Nice. Probably a couple of Arnoir busts, Arnaud busts. Currently modifying an electric cat flap to run off mains power because it's eating through batteries. Fantastic. Artis Opus brush is fantastic. I'm going to try and give myself a few days to 3D print some cool bits and bobs, and I will maybe try to get some Mark II, like I might get a box of Mark IIs if I can afford it. to start the Night Lords for next year, maybe. Right, so that's that there. Right, let's put. If I glue that in, I don't think that's unreasonable to glue that in. Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable to glue that in. Before I glue it in, do I need to... This guy, oh no. Yeah, I think I've got one of his. I think I've got one of his. Have I? Maybe not. No, I haven't. I like Nyria. There we go. And then that goes on there. The only thing we've got to add are the wings, which come out of these little holes here, which they're really, really fragile. They're really thin and fragile, which is annoying. But I'll add those in at some point. Where do you keep your minis? No, I need to get one. I need to get a display cabinet. I've got shelves up there, and then if you see behind me, I've got these boxes on the wall which I made. So I've got those as well, but they need a glass front or a perspex front. So I need to put some. I need to cut out some perspex fronts for those, and I really want to kind of replace the shelves with like some kind of cabinet with doors, because everything just gets so dusty. I've got a display cabinet in my other room, but that's got like my old model cars in it and things. I've got so many things to display. So yeah, a lot of the time, once a model is painted, it goes in a really useful box and just kind of goes in the army's worth of just box sort of thing. So at some point I will try and get one of those. Right, I think he looks really cool. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that to dry, and then I'm going to roll out some sausages and just kind of push and blend them in and try and get the hair coming over the top of this a little bit so it's a bit more kind of flowy. I think that'd be quite good. But there's his base, and I've angled the base as well, so he's a bit more leaning back, like coming down and because originally he was like really leaning forward, which was weird. So he's leaning back a bit more now.
Hey chat, Hannah here. How long does it take you to clean and assemble a Space Marine? With all the gribblies like holsters, etc.
Oh yeah, I don't really know, because I tend to do them like all at once. So I haven't really got any good answer. I've never really kind of timed myself. Probably 10 minutes. 10 minutes if I was just doing one. Do you want me to do one now, just to kind of see? I don't know whether I've got one. I don't know whether I've got. Well, yeah, of course I've got one on sprue actually. Takes you an hour. Yeah, is it 10-15 minutes? I don't know. It might take longer. Depends whether I'm being a bit crude or whether I'm doing it quicker. Doing it as best I can, because like a lot of the time 80% is fine. I hate mold lines. There's no mold lines on any of my models. They all get removed. They all get removed. So yeah, I'm not skimping on mold lines. Hate mold lines. He's gonna look awesome. I'm really tempted to glue the backpack on. Can I get to everything on the backpack if I glue it on? That's the question, you see. I don't think I can get to the wings. And I can't get to... No, I can't get to all the bits on the... Can't get to all the bits on the shoulder pad and stuff. This is going to look really good when he's done, I hope. Because he's going to be in that black that I've done. Is he just going to be jet black? I don't think there's any reason for him to be under anything other than just jet black, right? Like, we don't need to do like white lightning claws or anything. Just jet black everything. And we've still got the pistol. I do like the little raven skull with the 2 feathers on it. Okay, right, so question. Although I suppose I should probably wait for Avian to be here before I ask that question. What are the Mark 2s? Mark 2. Is it Mark 2? Do you think I should be using Mark 2? I mean, I've cleaned and assembled over 1,000 Marines. Maybe I should be looking at a different mark for my... Maybe I should should be looking at a different mark for the Dark Angels. What's the book? Hang on, let's get the black book. Documents. Horus Heresy. How many legions am I going to build? I've got 3. We've spoken about this. I've got the Raven Guard, which is all infantry, all like just base infantry and all different types of infantry. So you got the destroyer squads, you got the Mordethin, you got the normal tactical marines, you got the assault squads, you got the Moritats, which I've converted. So everything is just converted from the Mark 6 plastic kit. And then, right, where's Dark Angels in here? Dark Angels. I thought this was Dark Angels, Blood Angels, White Scars, Demons, Talons. Is this 8? I thought this was... Hang on. Is it Crusade? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Dark Angels. Dark Angels, page 156. So what mark suits the Dark Angels? So the plan is target. I split all the stuff I had into 2 legions. So I have Night Lords and Raven Guard. So they're the ones that I split. And I basically split all the Mark 6s into the Raven Guard and then gave them like a couple of Predators and some Dreadnoughts. And then all the other tanks which I've got have gone into the Night Lords, and then I've also got a 10-strong unit of the Night Lord Terminators, which just look badass, amazing. And then the Dark Angels, I've got the Lion, I've got a unit of 5 of the Terminators, a unit of 5 of the Companions, and then I can convert a unit of Interruptors with the plasma guns and stuff. But I just want to know what mark to try and get for the Dark Angels. Which mark looks the best for the Dark Angels? Mark 3 for the Dark Angels. Mark 3 is this one that I've got, isn't it? The kind of the round one. Is this the best look for the Dark Angels? It just kind of seemed to conflict with the Crusader looking helmets. Anyway, let's scroll down and see what they are. Like the plate armor vibe. Yeah, maybe the Mark III is a bit more kind of knightly armor. Alright, where are we? Where's the artwork? There's the Night Lords. Night Lords look so cool. So the Night Lords I do want to use Mark II for, because I think the Mark II is a bit more angular. I mean, ultimately it's fucking Mark IV. I really want Mark IV. I want the Mark IV. I think looks really, really cool. Have I missed? Ah, here we go. So that's the Night Lords one. So the Night Lords, that's Mark III, right? So that's Mark III. That's... See, that looks... I love that mark. That's 4, isn't it? That's 4, right? They are the first Legion, so they are issued armoured first. Mark 3 and Mark 2 have that knightly aesthetic. And this is a Dark Angel, so I mean it just looks so badass, doesn't it? It looks awesome. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. It must be after the Night Lordy bit then. Hang on. Where's the Night Lords? There's the Night Lords, so it must be after this bit. Dark Angels, there we go. The Dark Angels. Right. Yes, Mark 3! Mark 4 is pretty cool. I really like Mark 4. Okay, so Mark 3. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we can do Mark 3. And then I want to do green, black. Where's the rest of the pick keys? Ah, there we go. See, that's 4 again, isn't it? 4 looks so good. 4's just brilliant. They need to hurry up and bring 4 out. Okay, so 3 and 4 then. 3 and 4 for Dark Angels. And then 2 and 4, if I can, for Night Lords. That looks so cool. Yep, there it is. That's a Dark Angel. It looks really good, doesn't it? And then that's a 6. The 6 does look good, to be fair. The 6 does look good on the Night Lords because you get the space to do the lightning. To be fair, 6 feels very Night Lordy. Yeah, maybe I do need to do some 6s in the Night Lords and just not use the beaky helmets. Uh, 5 is just 4 with enough studs to look silly. I prefer 3 over 4. Do you prefer 3 over 4 for the Dark Angels? Where's the 3? See, this is why I need to do a tank, because I want to put one of those on the door because it's fucking cool. There. Yeah, I mean that is pretty cool, to be honest. I like Night Lords with beakies. No, I'm not gonna like the Raven Guard have all got the beaks. I've got loads of Night Lord, the Night Lord resin helmets. I've got loads of those. Got loads of the resin helmets for the Night Lord, so I'll just use all of those. That's what I plan to do anyway. Just use loads of them. And I don't mind mixing armors on the Night Lords, and I'm a little bit more open to using. Oh, that was the other thing as well. I wanted to use some of these for the Night Lords as well. Just basic Chaos Marines, because if you look, pretty much identical. Pretty much identical. One thing I haven't tried is putting the, because you need the Horus Heresy like guns, so I haven't tried putting the Horus Heresy arms on these yet. But I'll get around to that at some point. But yeah, I kind of want to use like throw some of these in there as well. I don't mind the Night Lords being just completely aesthetically messy, whereas the Raven Guard, I definitely want them all to be Mark 6 and then the Mark 4 for the reconnaissance squads. And now I am a little bit more open to Mark 3 and Mark 4 for the Dark Angels. So that's good actually, because I have got lots of Mark 3. I think I've got 2 sets of these because the Games Workshop sent me the box set when it came out. So I think I've got At least 20. So I can do those for the Dark Angels, so that's cool actually. And then the Night Lords, I was going to scatter in a few of these as well. You like Night Lords as mirrors to the Raven Guard? Yeah, no, I get that. I just want them to be different because I've already got the Raven Guard. So like the 3 projects, I want the 3 projects to be. I want the 3 projects to be not distinct, but like projects within themselves, kind of thing. Yeah, dissimilar. I don't like. Yeah, so I don't want to just kind of do that, but Night Lords. Like I've really enjoyed making the Raven Guard. And adding like all the trinkets and everything, and with the Night Lords I really want to kind of dive into hanging hands and skin and everything all over the place, and giving them all, they're all going to have like flayed skin loincloths and shit. Practice sculpting in that sense. And then the Dark Angels will be the well, I say it'll be the painting project, because like I want to. Where's that picture of? I really like this one with in the Mark IV for the variation in the colours on the armour. I love how the armour's broken up in this one. So I want my Dark Angels to be like that. I think that's fantastic. Like really, really cool. The only thing I don't like is the blue and the yellow down here. So I'd probably go green and bone or something. Like I don't mind throwing green in there as well. But yeah, that's what I want. I want to do that for the Dark Angels, which will be really, really fun. And again, I've got shitloads of these helmets for the Dark Angels, so I can just throw all those on. But yeah, they just need to hurry up and do Mark IV. When are they going to do Mark IV? I'm waiting for the Mark IV. So, and then the Dark Angels will be a Breacher Squad as well. I need to do a Breacher Squad, and the Breacher Squad's coming out, isn't it? Is the Breacher Squad coming out? Do we know what mark the Breacher Squad that's coming out is? I'm guessing it's Mark 2, or is it just like a? Has it even been revealed? I don't know whether it's been revealed. Has it? Has it been revealed? What's been revealed? Grotmus, absolutely nothing, I'm sure. A festive feast of flesh-eater courts, yep, don't care. Breacher. I can't remember whether the breachers have been revealed. Oh, they have. Oh, they're Mark 3. Oh, fantastic. Okay, well that's good. That's good. So yeah, I want to do a Breacher Squad for the Dark Angels. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried at all about the Dark Angels having 3D prints on them, because the Dark Angels is going to be a smaller force. I really, if I was to push, I would like Warhammer Community to feature the Raven Guard. So once the Raven Guard are done, I want to send the picture in to Warhammer Community and say, do you want to feature my Raven Guard? Whereas the Dark Angels I'm not too worried about, because they're going to be smaller. It's going to be a smaller little kind of Zone Mortalis force. So I don't mind using some 3D prints. So if I can find some really cool Dark Angels Breacher shields, that would be quite fun to 3D print those. But yeah, these are really cool, aren't they? They look good. I don't know, they just don't look very knightly in that armour. I don't know, it's weird. But then that looks bloody amazing. Where is it? That looks really cool. Has he got a white? Oh no, he's got a silver backpack. So yeah, they're the breaches. Which do look really cool. Oh, is this coming? Oh! The Siege Assault Battle Group. Larian is getting ripped to pieces. Who's Larian? Those are sick. They're pretty good, aren't they? 3-in-1 Blood Angels Ultramarine. Iron is Strong Grey Decree Titan Felt Free Blade Battle Force. Everything from 99 to current. I just want these to have lightning claws so I can do them as deliverers. Larian as in Larian Studios. Larian is a dev studio who made Baldur's Gate and just announced their new game Divinity. Is Divinity that scary, the scary horror one? Why are they getting ripped to pieces? I thought they did I thought the trailer was cool. Why? What? What's happened? Henry's laughed at you, sexy science, Hannah. Fantasy RPG like Baldur's Gate. They use AI for concept art and shit. People do not like the AI elements. Oh, okay. Sven came out in favour of AI. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a really tight thing now, isn't it? It's weird. Okay, yeah, there we go then. So I've got loads of these. So the Night Lords I can definitely kind of throw some extra Mark 6s in there then. So the Mark 6s, Mark 3s. Oh, they just need to hurry up and do Mark 4. If they do Mark 4, I'm going to be absolutely crying. Don't use AI at this point. It's the speed that they can do concept, isn't it? Like concept artists can still do concept art, and then you can expand on the concept art with AI. It's not like I'm agreeing with it or anything, but if they can get the concept art around another artist's concept art and then use that to influence or highlight how they want the artists in the game to design the stuff, speeds everything up, doesn't it? But got immediately ripped to pieces. Yeah. The thing that it's an easy wagon to jump on. Like if somebody says, "Oh, I used AI to," like, I can't draw. So, like, if I wanted to test a pose or something, and I used AI to kind of conceptually work out what pose I wanted to do for a model or something, it's a very easy subject to just jump on and be really negative towards. But if it's used as a tool to, I don't know, if it's used as a tool to then guide your creativity further so that you can make a final product, but you're making the final product, like, I don't know, it's such a, like, I don't agree, it's not like I don't agree with it. Still waiting for the day that AI companies have to actually charge enough money to pay the bills. You have a point. For those placeholders end up in the finished game, there's a big issue somewhere. Yeah, like if they do, if it's like an AI thing that does end up in the final version, rather than it being a guidance or an influence or a concept for the final artist to draw from or something, I don't know, but yeah. So it's, like I say, it's an easy bandwagon to jump on for AI. It's like a little bit like the backdrop the backdrop that whatchamacallit used, that Neil used for that for his painted mini. Like, that's a really fine line, that one, because it's setting the scene for the art that you created, but then you used it in the final piece. Maybe you should have used it as inspiration or as a template almost for then painting over or copying or getting it in. I don't know. Yeah, it's. See, that's the thing as well. Larian have said that they've got a bunch of concept artists and they're going to hire even more. Like, it's not like they're not. It's not like they're not a massive company who employs and pays loads of concept artists and game designers and graphic designers and yeah. Anyway, like. Yeah, it's like I say, it's just a very, very easy bandwagon to jump on. And Larian are going to have to, like, if Larian come out and like really try and explain it, again, they're just going to get ripped into it again even more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if they're laying people off and going full on AI on the finished product, then there's definitely outrage, yeah, because that's morally wrong to the detriment of humans kind of thing. It's a detriment to us if you're just going click, there we go, well, we don't need you anymore, fuck off. But I don't think they are they? From what somebody's just said, like they've got loads of concept artists, and from what I know, they've got loads of concept artists, but anyway. Dark Angels. I'm going to need 10 Dark Angels for a tactical squad, aren't I? Because I don't think I can do... It's not like I can do a breach... It's not like I can... I need a tactical squad, right? It's not like I can have an army with no tactical squads in for the Dark Angels. I can't just have, like, breachers and interrupters. I suppose at some point I've got to start, so the Dark Angels need to start with a tactical squad. The heads are just so cool, aren't they? Just don't know whether the heads... Yeah, they must fit. They must suit it. I'll tell you what I do need. I need some Dark Angel transfers. I haven't got a Dark Angel transfer sheet. Tactical squad's still mandatory for Horus Heresy. Then they're kind of not. You don't need them. You can make, because it's all force organisation charts, so you don't need them in there. So technically I wouldn't need to do 10, but like just for the sake of having the army look a bit like an army, I kind of want 10 tactical squads. It's the same with the... Although the Night Lords are a little bit different, because I think I'd rather have despoiler squads. So the combat ones. I don't think the Night Lords particularly need guys with bolters. So I would probably do 10 despoilers for the Night Lords rather than tactical squads. That's a great line. Yeah, it's a bunch of people who are more concerned with being angry than being informed. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I get to be angry at something. They're using AI. I get to be angry at this. Excellent. I'm going to be angry. Right. Yeah, so Night Lords. I need, I tell you what I need more notepads. I need more little notebooks. I need a place here with my notebooks. That's what I need. Like next to the computer there, I need to have all my notebooks so I can pick them up, because I need well, I have a notebook with all the recipes and everything. I want a notebook for YouTube ideas. I need a notebook for army ideas and things, and just scribbles and stuff. People are so dumb. What the fuck? Called a traitor Primarch a sociopath. Said they should refer to the traitor Primarch as having antisocial personality disorder and not a social. What the fuck? Oh. People find any excuse to be angry, don't they? They find any excuse to bitch and moan and be angry and grumpy about anything. Let's just find one tiny slither. Let's join one tedious dot between two things so that I can be angry at something. Like, what the hell?
What, and I cannot emphasize it enough, the ever-loving actual fuck.
Olivia, that's perfectly delivered. That's perfectly delivered. I'm so happy and comfortable and confident and proud that my YouTube videos, my online presence, my streams, my gaming streams, my painting YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Twitter is all like, oh, cool, positive shit. Look how cool this is. Look how cool that is. Look how much I like this thing. Oh, this is so cool. Look how cool this is. Look how cool that is. Let's talk about how cool something is. It's a cool thing. It is a cool thing, isn't it? I'm looking forward to... so the plan is... I don't know whether you were here, Manaringo. The plan is, once this is all dry, I'm going to roll out some tiny sausages. And then I'm going to put, like, some strands of hair coming off here and, like, just falling onto there. And then some tiny strands coming off here and just sort of adding a little bit on. Hey, Psych, how you doing? Right, I am out of tea. So if it's all right with everybody, I would like to go and make a cup of tea. However, when I get back, please still be like chit-chattery, because like I don't like coming back and then everything's quiet because I've gone and made a cup of tea. Denied, make coffee instead. No, I don't like coffee. I really don't like coffee. I've tried. Fuck tea spill. I'm out of tea, look. I haven't got any tea left. No tea. I need to make you a coffee. No, I've tried. The Sinister, I have tried for many years.
Tea is denied. Stay here and paint shit, damn it. Fuck.
I did.
Tongue.
You sent us to get a tea too. Yes, go and get. Everybody go and grab a cup of tea. I did when I was doing photo shoots. I used to put on my Instagram story. I was like, oh, okay, I'll stop at Starbucks on the way back from a photo shoot. And one of the photo shoots, I was talking to, and he said, oh, I'm gonna make you a coffee. I'm gonna make you a coffee when you get here to shoot the car. And I was like, oh, it's all right. I don't drink coffee, but thank you very much. And he said, oh, but you're always at Starbucks. I'm like, yeah, I'm really sorry. I have a chai tea when I go to Starbucks. I know that everybody says that Starbucks doesn't have coffee. Whatever, they sell coffee. And he said, oh, can I make you a coffee? I was like, well, I've never really liked it. Anyway, he said, no, let me make you a coffee. So he made me a coffee. And he said, you have to drink, I think he said 4 sips. And he says, like, the acid or the alkali or saliva or whatever it is in your mouth kind of like has to neutralize, and like after the 4th sip, that's when it starts tasting nice, and all other sort of stuff. Anyway, he made me a cup of coffee and I drank it, and I had 2 sips, and then the 3rd sip I was like, oh, that's actually nice. And then the 4th sip, it was back to being horrible again. So yeah, it was really weird. If the first sip isn't delicious, the coffee is bad. This guy was somebody who trained baristas. So he sounded like he knew his shit. I had no reason to think that he didn't know his shit. But yeah, that was like the second sip. I was like, oh, that's actually gone down nicely. Like I could drink that. And I was like, oh, finally, like maybe I finally like coffee. Maybe I've figured out how to do coffee, kind of thing. And then 3, 4, and 5 were like, no.
Wrong, Christopher. What's really weird is you.
What's really weird is me. So yeah, I did drink the whole thing. So I drank the whole cup. I didn't have the second sip. I didn't have that again for the entire cup, which was a bit disappointing, because I forever have felt like I'm missing out on something. Like there's a whole like coffee world out there that like Sinister is talking about. Sinister will talk about or could easily talk about like how this grind of coffee bean is just like the best and amazing, and one of my friends has like a really nice coffee machine where he grinds the beans up and trickles it through and everything, and he's like a big coffee connoisseur and gets coffee in from all over the place, and I miss out on that because I don't like it, and I'm like, why don't I like it? So I keep trying. I genuinely keep trying to like coffee. And I just haven't. I've tried for 20 years. I'm more than happy to keep trying coffee. And this guy was really, really good, and he was the way he was explaining it was really interesting, and I really liked it. And then, like I say, I had that second sip, and I was like, oh, actually, that's rather nice. I've no idea what it is that bothers me. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know the ins and outs of it. But yeah, this guy was convinced, and he was like, "I'll make you a coffee. I'll make you a really nice coffee." And I have no reason to doubt that he didn't make me a really nice coffee. But I didn't like it, so it's fine. But yeah. But why? But why did I have a sandwich? Why did you order a sandwich, Chris? But why? Why did you order a sandwich? But why? Why sandwich?
Why sandwich though?
Oh, I feel like I can't live a peaceful life until you love coffee. I joke. No, it's fine. Who are you, Chris? Why sandwich? For those of you who don't know the inside joke, I went out for a family meal.
OMG, it was forever ago.
I went out for a family meal, and I had a BLT. I think it was a BLT. Did I have a BLT? No, I had a bacon brie and cranberry. I had a bacon brie and cranberry sandwich. And there was somebody in Discord who, bless him, was of the younger generation, and could not understand why I went out for a meal and ordered a sandwich. Like, why have you ordered a sandwich? Like, why sandwich? Like, I don't understand. He could not understand that I went out for a meal. It wasn't like a posh restaurant or something. It was like a cafe. We went out for a cafe. Went out to a cafe for like it was like a farmhouse cafe, that kind of thing. I don't know whether you have those kind of things over in America or whatever, but it was like a farmhouse cafe. Really nice little place where people would go for lunch, and you'd have like a good rustic lunch if you wanted to, or you could have a steak and stuff like that. And I had this sandwich, and this guy just could not grab his head around why I ordered a sandwich. Bacon brie and cranberry is god tier sandwich. Bacon brie and cranberry is amazing. It's up there with egg, mayo, and crisps. I love egg mayo sandwiches. I did have a crisp sandwich the other month because somebody brought it up, and I was like, oh, I really fancy a crisp sandwich. So I had crisp, and was it mayonnaise? I think I had mayonnaise in it. Stuffing if you've got it. Oh, I need turkey and lettuce in there. Stuffing, that sounds really good. One of my favourite sandwiches as well is a really sharp cheese, a breaded chicken burger, and applesauce, apple jam, crab apple jelly if you've got it. But yeah, apple jam. Assuming you mean potato chip. Yeah, crisps in grilled cheese is really good too. Yes. Christmas leftover sandwich, god tier. Again, god tier. So yeah, there's the why sandwich joke.
We were kinda evil to the kid afterwards, and he ended up leaving the Discord server to go complain in Studios 1.
He did. He went and complained about me in Studios Discord, and then I went off on him, and he got very upset. Oh dear, bless him. Wait, what? Potato chip sandwich could work, but I prefer them as a side. Wait, the sandwich guy. Yeah, the sandwich guy. The guy who asked about... The guy who couldn't understand why I ordered a sandwich went and cried into Studio Stream and tried to make Studio turn on me. Our Spanish teacher had a breakdown trigger on the pronunciation of crisps in our Spanish lesson. Oh, really? Butt sandwich? A butt sandwich? A butt sandwich. Yeah. It's alright. It's not the first time it's happened. I had another streamer try to turn the entirety of Twitch against me at one point. Butt sandwich. Nom nom. Corvus Corax is eating butts. Butt sandwich is more of an evening activity than a lunch activity. It depends where you go for lunch, Sinister. I believe it depends where you go for lunch.
But why sandwich? Because Christopher wanted one. But why? Why?
Literally, it was always like I'd explain it, and he's like, "But why? But why?" He properly lost it, and one of the girls went and got the teacher from next door, and he was escorted home. If you go out with Chris, it's for lunch. Nom 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 nom. Corvus Corax. Right, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I'm going to go make a cup of tea, and while I'm gone, you can have a quick look at. There we go. Have a quick look at the throne list while I'm gone. Me too, actually. I have new tea to try. Oh, nice, RB. Yes, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea because I'm out of tea. Like I say, I've got this that last little bit is cold. So, passatas fritas. Right, back in a second, everybody. Corvus Corax is looking at you in a judgy way. I'm judging you. I'm judging you for eating a butt sandwich. But also, I'm quite pleased with that. So yeah, I will probably assemble. I'll probably assemble some Mark III bodies soon. Right, Back in a second. Everybody. Yeah.
Fuck you, Crow Crow. I'll eat a sandwich if I want to.
Exactly, Olivia. Exactly.
HNN breaking news. Hannah's middle name is Karen. All hail Hannah Karen Hartley.
What is Hannah's name? What's your name? H&M breaking news. We've got a new Hannah has a middle name. Right. Teammate, time to paint Stomper. Nice. Nice. Do we think Olivia can pronounce Hannah's middle names? Oh, so nice. That is so nice. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Purple spark, woodton dented, Alice, whatever that middle bit means. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. There is, if you do Night Lord's art plate, if you do this, look, I want to know what you think this is. What is that? What's that? And why is it a Black Night Lord? And if that's accurate and a thing, can I do a unit of Black Night Lords? It is a Black Night Lord. But like what if you click on it, it doesn't even go anywhere. Look, it goes to that, which isn't what the art was. Oh no, there it is. So, an unknown battle brother who is afflicted by Dawn's darkness and reassigned to the chapter's Death Seeker squads. So it's Night Lord's Death Seekers? Is it Night Lords? It doesn't say anything about Night Lords in here. Is that Blood Angels? Dornian Heritage of Fan Alternative History. Okay. So this is AI again, is it? Night Lord's Armorial with Legion iconography. So, what do you guys? I kind of want to do. Oh, that looks cool. I kind of want to do a black. Kind of want to do a unit of Black Night Lords. Because like Night Lords are cool, right? Like look at that, awesome. So that would be like a Chaos Black Templar. Oh right, okay. I wonder whether I've got. I think I have. Did I get 20 or 15? I think I got 15. I should have some. Yeah, I'm gonna have a play. Painted black like the stones. Like what stones? Practice test complete. 73%. Need a bit better to be sure. What's the pass mark? Is the pass mark 70? 73 is pretty damn good going, Mannerings. Nice one. Painted black like the stones. Oh, the Rolling Stones. But yeah, I think if you do, because you obviously need a unit of Raptors. Obviously, you need a unit of Raptors for the Night Lords. In fact, have they got any? Are there any? Is it just Mark II and Mark VI that have the jump packs? So it's Mark II Assault Squad. I'd like. Have they done a Mark III one? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think they have they? They haven't done a Mark III. Assault Squad yet, have they? What's the what where is it? What jump packs do the Raptors use? They look like the Mark II ones. Are they the Mark II ones? Oh, hang on, they're in Mark IV armour? So is that Mark IV jump packs? What does that look like compared to the Mark II ones? I mean, you just give them the Mark II ones, don't you? So I need Mark II jump packs. Isn't escalation supposed to start at 500? Why go up to 1,000 and why sandwich? My escalation league starts just change the starting points from 500 to 1,000. I've got to get cracking. Why is it starting at 1,000? Because it's Crusade, but still, why is it starting at 1,000? That's weird. Like, I'd start escalation at 500. 500 is a really sensible place to start at. Because that's the whole point of an escalation league. You start with a small number. Oh, it'd be really cool. We should do escalation. We should do an escalation Horus Heresy challenge, where we all start with 500 points and try and get 500 points painted. Or start with even less than that. Start at 250. Start at 250 points. Horus Heresy challenge, and then I can do the Night Lords. Yes, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. We should do in 2026. We should do an escalation Horus Heresy challenge where we write out or work out like 250 points, and you just do 250 points a month. Yes. I'm going to do I'm going to do that because I've got. Look at this guy. I've got to finish building him because he needs the rest of his shoulders. But like, come on, Night Lords. I need to cut that out. I need to drill that and then kind of carve it out. But Night Lords, these Night Lords Terminators are going to look amazing. What's he standing on? Is that just a dead body? Yeah, there's his neck. So he's literally terrifying. But yeah, I mean, that guy's awesome. And then I've given them all Volkite because Volkite's awesome, of course. Yeah, who'd be up for a little bit of that? Who'd be up for a little bit of that? Horus Heresy escalation challenge. I need to fill. Got a tiny little bit to fill in there. Look. So when I do his hair, when I do Corax's hair, I'll just leave a little bit and then get it off and put it in there because I wanted to open that arm up a fraction. But I mean, come on, how cool are these? This is why I wanted to do Night Lords. Look at that. Super cool. Just fucking chains and skulls and skin hanging everywhere. Proper awesome. I'm not sure I'll have time to paint with the Escalation League, but I would love to maybe paint some Iron Warriors. Technically, Legions Imperialis is Horus, so I could do it. Have you got Legions Imperialis? Yes, do it. A month? I was thinking 250 points a year. Yeah, it's Horus Heresy Legions Imperialis, isn't it? So yeah, you could. You have the starter box for Legions Imperialis. Fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, these guys are just super cool. Then I've got this guy as well, so this guy needs to be... I was going to turn this guy into a Raven Guard, as you can see, but I might turn him into... I might turn him into a Dark Angel. Might make him a Dark Angel, because that's a very kind of knightly Dark Angel. He needs a sword up here, doesn't he? So maybe he needs to be a Dark Angel. He definitely doesn't need to be a Raven Guard though, so we can remove that because we've already got my Raven Guard one. Along with some flying stuff. I've got a Thunderhawk. I bought a Thunderhawk, so I have a Thunderhawk for Legions. And I've obviously got all the starter box for Legions Imperialis as well. Gonna paint an entire Iron Warriors army for Kill Team. That sounds like a cool idea. That sounds like a cool idea. I reckon you could do the Iron Warriors. You could make look really, really good. I think you can make Iron Warriors look really good. I'm curious. I am curious to build some of these now. Now I kind of realise that they're all right for Dark Angels. Where's the? Have we got? I've got. Hang on. Let me get a. I get very distracted, don't I? Get very distracted. Haven't done any painting. Oh, yeah, now that's Dark Angels. That looks badass. That looks badass. Even the helmet looks better. Why does the helmet look better? It looks the same. So if we were to do like bone, could you do like which side was it? There we go. So it's the left side shoulder pad. Right, okay, hang on. Because this is the left side shoulder pad, has got a red symbol on it. So very quickly, do you get a red in the transfer sheet? Do you get a red? Because I only want to use transfers. I hate the 3D print things. It's going to be out of stock, isn't it, the transfer sheet? It's going to be out of stock, isn't it, the transfer sheet? There it is. Oh, you do get red ones. You do get red ones. You only get 10 though. You only get 10. Oh no, 14. You get 14 red ones, shitloads of white ones, and then there's that gold. So in that case then, do you do the opposite? Do you do the opposite side bone and keep this one and then kind of alternate it for different squads? Yeah, you could do this one. Hang on, what's the... And then it's the chest. So you could do the chest plate. I love that little sword there, look. That's cool. So it's black. Everything's black, and then it's like... Is that a bone arm as well? It's like that's bone. Or that's bone. Oh, this is missing it. Why is that missing it? It's missing one of the little bits. Interesting. Forgot to put that on. Okay. Oh my god, these have gone up. 23 quid. 23 quid for a Dark Angels Legion transfer sheet. Luckily, I've already got. Luckily, yes, I've already got my Night Lords one. So I've got my Night Lords one sorted, but I don't have the Dark Angel sheet. How many do you get? You get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 40 white ones, and you get 10 red, 10 gold. It's a bit steep. It is a bit steep, isn't it? 23 quid for that. But annoyingly, they're really, really good. How much is a Dark Angel transfer sheet here? Dark Angel decals. Decals transfer. Can you get some 40k ones which are cheaper? I might. Are they different? Is that a different? Yeah, it's different. Oh, god damn it! It's a different. It's a different chapter symbol. That's wings. Oh no, is that upside down? Is that the right way around? So it's wings going down with a sword. But these ones are just wings straight across. So it's a different chapter symbol for the heresy. Oh, bollocks. So I can't use the 40k ones. I was just thinking I've got shitloads of 40k ones. Yeah, because this is Deathwing. Dark. So is Deathwing red? Hang on, what? Let's go back to this. What does this say it is? Oh, it's a Deathwing veteran. Okay. Yeah, so it's got the wings. So what's this one then? Those better than the usual transfer sheets in the box sets. I found the printing quality seems to have dipped some. No, these are really good. These ones, the Horus Heresy big sheets are really, really good. Especially compared to the 40k ones. The 40k ones are thicker. So these are really thin, so they sit and soften really well. Yeah, I haven't got. So I need to pick up a Dark Angel transfer sheet then. That's annoying, 23 quid. All these are all different, are they? Clown, thank you for the follow. How are you doing, Clowny? Yeah, they're all different to 40k, aren't they? So that's annoying. Yes, there is a notable aliasing. I did it on, so I used a 40k. I used a 40k transfer on this one. So that's a 40k transfer, and you can see I've had to kind of like, I've had to scuff it all up because this was the right size. The Horus Heresy one doesn't do one that's this large that fits in that spot there, but this is all anti-aliased. It's like ding 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 ding. Very kind of pixelated on the edges, which is really annoying. But yeah, these, check these out. That's the Horus Heresy one. So that's the Horus Heresy transfer. I could try and do this for you. There you go. That's the Horus Heresy transfer. And this is the large one as well. Like like there's a small one. That's the small one. Like they go really tiny and really detailed. Like even the X1X look, and that one, that's a transfer as well. That's one of the Horus Heresy ones. So they're absolutely like spot on. So if the chapter symbol is the same, I mean the only thing is that as you see that's like 20 quid, but if the chapter symbol is the same as Horus Heresy, I would grab. I wouldn't hesitate in grabbing the Horus Heresy transfer sheet. So if you're doing like Iron Hands or Iron Warriors or something, Iron Hands is a good one. If you're doing Iron Hands, then that's the same chapter symbol. I would just grab the Horus Heresy one. Right, so Do I do then? See, I need avian. I need avian, and like sinister, and purples and everybody in chat so I can bounce ideas off everything. For the idea for the Dark Angels, because do you do like a Deathwing? Because I really like that. That looks really cool. So do I just do like a? Do I just do a Deathwing Zone Mortalis? Like the entire force is just Deathwing, and therefore you get the bone armor panels here and there, because that just looks fab. For Dark Angels, just use Chaos Space Marines. Really does look good, doesn't it? That does. That does. The interesting thing about this is that there's loads of different bits. So like I can just go and paint 20 shoulder pads in this bone and paint all the helmets, and then just stick everything together. Although I do need to do like a unifying brown over everything. Looks a bit mad. Yeah, I kind of like it though. I kind of like it. Like the individual heraldry, I quite like. Yeah. Little light banners, even 3D printing isn't a cheap one. Add some more colours for full Crayon Eater. Crayon Eater? No. I'm gonna stick with bone, black and red, and maybe kind of throw in a tiny bit of green here and there when like for that knee pad, like you could do green and bone quite happily on that one. But yeah, I really like that. I think the red, bone and black looks fab. Yeah, right, okay. I'm gonna build some more. What time is it? Bloody hell, it's 6:10, everybody. Jesus. And I haven't painted anything today. You guys are shocking. You guys are shocking. You're really bad influence. Everybody, you're a really bad influence. No wonder I'm hungry. Working on a single Raven Guard Marine just to try out paint jobs. It's such a boring scheme. I really like the Raven Guard scheme, but I vary my scheme a lot. So my destroyers have got white shoulder pads. My Moritat, this is a Moritat, he's got one white leg. My destroyer assault squad have white shoulder pads and white arms. And then the regular Marines are all black, but it's this cold turquoisey black. So my regular Marines are just like black, 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 black. And then I'm going to do reconnaissance squads, which are jet black, so not this turquoise, so they're going to be jet black, a different black tone, which is going to look really good. And then I also have deliverers. So I've got 3 different tones going on in the army. So I have a jet black, I've got a cold black, and then I've got the red, and then I've got the same white kind of scattered across all of them as well, which is really cool. So actually, my Raven Guard are probably going to end up with a little bit more variety than the Night Lords, which is why I was thinking about, when I saw that black Night Lord, I was like, oh, I need to incorporate that, because otherwise the Night Lords are just all going to be blue with lightning on. So definitely try and get some black Night Lords in. Now I'm running into a lot of minis with tactical rocks, including the Dreadnought, which wouldn't make sense being on top of concrete. It's dead easy. What you do is you cut off cut off whatever they're standing on and stick them on whatever concrete that you've done the base for. So like this. So you find something that is relevant to your basing. So maybe it's a bit of concrete, maybe it is a slab. So I've been doing basically all my basing has been pulled off this. So this is a rubble ruin, which is concrete with reinforcing rods and everything through it. So little bits of concrete slabs. So I've taken that slab and applied it to the bases and everything, and then that applies, because this is exactly the same principle here. So this is concrete basing, and then I've just used the same kind of bits. Can't you do some broken war-torn concrete? Yep. So I'm thinking I could do a mix of Martian and concrete bases with some of the vehicles with a concrete and Martian base. Thoughts? Is it that too hard to pull off? Sorry, I didn't carry on reading. I'd try and keep it all the same. Yeah, the things that are then standing on concrete, I don't know what you mean by concrete. Anyway, let's go back. Oh no, yes I do, because you've done that. You've done the grey concrete, haven't you? So you've done the texture paste that you then did the grey on. So I would yeah, I would find some concrete slabs. I would use some concrete slabs like this. And cut off the rocks, the tactical rocks that people are standing on, and then put a concrete slab on top of the concrete, so you got like a little bit of a rubbled concrete bit like this. So just like little bits of rubbled concrete like piling up, and then have it standing on that rather than the tactical rock that it's on, because the tactical rock never looks like concrete. That's one of the things that I have an issue with as well, particularly Cave and Shrike. When Cave and Shrike came out, like depending on what your basing for your Raven Guard is, he is standing on a like a concrete bunker. So he's standing on the wall of a concrete bunker, like an L shape of a wall of a concrete bunker. So if you've done all your Raven Guard as, for instance, jungle basing and everything, and then suddenly you get Cave and Shrike, who's on a concrete bunker, and I'm like, well, that's not going to work in a jungle setting, or it's not going to kind of match. I mean, you could kind of do it and do it really overgrown with like vines and everything up it, or you could just cut it off and replace it with a tree trunk or stuff. I have a torn up concrete. What goes around that? I've already started painting some of them. Maybe I can get a Dremel, and that will make it easier than my little handsaw. Yeah, or you can just get a pair of like clippers, and kind of cut it away. Like, you don't have to, when you're doing that, you don't have to cut like there. You cut all of this away first, and you will leave like a bit, and then you can cut and chip it away. So when you cut tactical rocks off things, it's the same with these guys. So that guy, Sly Marbo, is standing on an orc head. So I just cut the orc head off, and then applied him to my basing for my Imperial Guard. It's the same kind of thing. But yeah, I would just get some concrete, make some concrete blocks out of whatever you want to make it out of. Some milliput, like you could roll, if you roll out some milliput flat, and then if you get one of your texture pieces, one of your texture bases, and just turn the base upside down and press it into the milliput. So then you'll have like a sheet of milliput that's got the concrete texture that matches yours, and then once it's dry, just snap it into bits, and then you've got some concrete bits. That's probably what I'd do, and then that kind of ties in really well. And you can when you roll out your milliput, you can do like two different thicknesses. So do like a really chunky one, and then when it snaps, it will still look like concrete down the side as well. How do concrete blocks go on top of concrete instead of dirt? So yeah, you just put sand where so you've got so that the concrete on your bases, I would say, is you can have concrete and then concrete ruin on top of it, because the concrete ruin has collapsed onto the concrete that it's standing on, kind of thing. So you just need little bits of rubble around the concrete block which you're adding to the floor, which when you've got a large base like the Dreadnought, you can add dust and rubble and tiny little bits of sand and stuff around it. But Imperial Fist fortifications don't crumble. Oh well, you fucked then. Yeah, you fucked. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. That's quite a cool idea. I would roll out some milliput, get a round base with some of your texture paste on it, and then press it into the top, so you've got the reverse of the texture, and then just snap bits. Or you could roll out your milliput, and then once it's dry, paint your texture paste over the top of it, wait for that to dry, and then snap it, and then you get like even better, more accurate. There you go, that's what I'd do. And then you've got that, and then you can apply it, and then around where you've put the rock. Because the other thing as well is once you've got your Dreadnought like this, look, once you've got the Dreadnought, you glue the rock that you've, because I've sculpted that rock, you glue the rock to the Dreadnought's foot, and then put the foot near the base, glue the rock onto the base, and then fill everything that's not there. Because sometimes like the foot is all angled and everything, so you can kind of like make the gap. I'm not doing very well of explaining this. Tactical rocks aren't very big either. No, they never are. It's like with these ones that I did. Oh, that one's a really big one. Yeah, I've done some of them. Like, that's not that massively impactful. That one's not a very good rock actually. It hasn't got any texture on this side. But yeah, those are going to be rocks like this rock. And I've also used tiling as well, so tiling with some concrete underneath it. But yeah, like as long as it's painted the same as everything else, like that's sort of like concrete with the Imperial Eagle embossed in it. As long as it's painted and it matches. I try not to get too complicated on the painting side of bases, but try to try to kind of ground it in correct thinking. Green stuff makes rollers. I have the Eldari one. They do indeed. I guess if I made them with a milliput with a wedge, it'd be easy to fit them. Another complication to making. Wait, what? Another complication? What do you mean another complication? Oh, to the making process. What, you've got to roll out some milliput? Just roll it with you roll milliput out with a knife handle. Have you got a knife handle? Just, I mean, all the ones I've got out have got clips on, but you just roll it with a knife handle. And if you've got some greaseproof paper, if you roll it out between greaseproof paper, then it peels off quicker as well. And then when you peel it as well, rip it. So once you've got the two pieces once you've got the two pieces of greaseproof paper and you've got the milliput on the inside, in fact, to be fair, you're letting it cure so that you can snap it, so it doesn't matter. But if you did want to kind of put some markings or something in it, once you've got the two pieces, put it flat on the table and then rip it quickly, and then it will tear off the top of the milliput really easily. But yeah, do some milliput and then snap it all up, because that's the best way to get kind of like cool stuff. Greaseproof paper. Is it baking paper in America? I don't know what it's called over in America. You know what greaseproof paper is. You're from England. Well, you're from Wales, but same difference. Wax. Yeah, wax paper. The paper that you use for cooking. It doesn't stick to things. Right, I am going to build some Mark 2s, I think. Mark 3s. I'm going to build some Mark 3s, because that sounds really cool. All my bases, by the way, all of them, are all going to be this concrete. They're all going to be this. My Night Lords, my Dark Angels, they're all going to be this basing. So everything is going to match across everything, which will be quite cool, I think. Okay, right. I am going to go make some sausages. Warm some sausages up. Sausages. I'm going to try and find some Dark Angel bits to 3D print to decorate my Dark Angels with. Maybe. I definitely need to get some Night Lords bits. Like I want some hands with pins in and stuff to put all over my armour. That would be quite cool. Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. I'll try and stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. It's Thursday tomorrow, isn't it? The reason I was streaming late today is because I was watching the cricket last night. I was a little bit tired. So, yeah, and then we'll stream tomorrow. It'll be cool. But I think he looks really good, actually. I think he looks really good. Right, thanks very much, everybody. Has anybody got any questions before I go? Has anybody got any questions again before I go? Anybody got any questions before I go? Okay. Catch you all tomorrow. Thanks very much, everybody. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try some. I do like. I think his hair's turned out quite well. Definitely need to add some swooshes. We'll sort that out. Right. Bye. See you later, Manaringo. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody.